My debut for Leeds, I scored. Shock. Very important for me, obviously. Was bought from Boa Vista for 2 million quid. Nobody knew me. I scored against Seaman with my right foot in the left side corner. I think for me, the most important game, that is where people started to know who Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink was, you know, in the Premier League, at a big club, Leeds United, playing against another really big club, and then scoring on his debut. And I think that was the game that I arrived, basically. I get now still goosebumps going back, thinking about it, and it's like a dream, isn't it? As a little boy, you dream of these moments. You can't describe it. You can't describe it. What you can only say what it means, and it meant the world, really. Good old days.
Tell us a little bit more about your time at Leeds generally.
I loved it. I really had a really magnificent 2 years. I loved the club. Still now, really enjoyed my time in Yorkshire, in Leeds. It's a pity that they are now in the Championship. Leeds United should never be in the Championship, they should be in the Premier League. They make the Premier League better with all their fans and Ellen Road, the atmosphere that is there. And I've got only really good things to say about Leeds. Did you honestly think that I would have not known that? Okay, yes. I never expected that I was going to play for my country. Because obviously we had Kluivert, we had Bergkamp, we had Van Hooijdonk, all these strikers, and they were always playing for the Dutch national team. I heard after our last match for Leeds that the national coach was in the stadium and watched our match. And I had a very good game. So then I was in the 23 to go to the World Cup. This was the first game of the group games in Paris. And I remember I had one chance and I hit the post. I know everything about the game still. It was a really iconic moment for me, playing for my country, but also in a World Cup. That's the highest you can go.
And what is your favourite moment from that 98 World Cup?
Oh, my favourite moment, I think, the goal of Bergkamp against Argentina. We actually in the camp, so we started the group games. We didn't struggle, but it wasn't fluent, but we got stronger. And after every game, we became better as well. So we had the belief and the feeling, hey, we might win this. When we came to Argentina and he done that, you know, plucked the ball out of the air and then smashed it in. You know, we all thought, oh, it can't go wrong. Unfortunately, we lost against Brazil on penalties, but it was a magnificent time. Okay, I know who it is. It was a cup game against Barcelona. I remember how I scored. I got the ball from the right-hand side. I was standing on a corner of the 18-yard line with my back to the goal, and I got it on my right foot. And I had Winston Bogarde, I think, behind me, and I turned him to my right, and I hit it with my left in the far corner. And I know Winston, obviously, after that, a few years after that, we joked about it and stuff, and we won, obviously, as you know, 3-0, and we went to the final. And in the final, we lost against Espanyol. And you know against who? Mauricio Pochettino played centre half for Espanyol, and he had a very good game against me. This was a very good game at the Vicente Calderón Stadium, where we basically bossed Barcelona around. I think overall in everything, I scored that season 37 goals or something like that in the 30s. But we had really big problems in the team as a club. We end up scoring lots of goals, but we end up getting a lot of goals against. And we actually had a really good team. Pipo Baraja, Hugo Leal, we had Kiko, we had Solari, we had Gamara, we had Tony, who's now the goalkeeping coach at Chelsea. We had so many good players in that team. That team on paper should have never ever gone down. But when things are not right, you get these things, and football is a really crazy game. And we got punished. And Atletico Madrid went to the championship of Spain. Barça! Okay, let me have a look. Yep. My first game for the club, Charity Shield against Man United. Yeah. In the old Wembley. Yeah. Where the pitch is still the best pitch ever. That tells you how long ago this is. But obviously I came from Atletico Madrid, came for a really big fee, the highest fee at the time in the league. Had a lot to prove. I went to Chelsea to win the league basically and to compete against Man United. To have that kind of start, have a debut goal again. I remember that the goal got deflected a little bit by Jaap Stam and it went over Barthez. Every time I see Jaap Stam, he says, "You're lucky, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, it was a good game. It was a tough game. I remember Roy Keane fighting with Gustavo Poyet. I still remember Mario Melchior's goal, obviously my goal. At that time we thought, okay, we're going to compete with Man United, but we weren't even close.
And then you went on to win the Premier League Golden Boot in that season as well.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's as a striker, it's recognition, isn't it? But I tell you now, I would have given one back to have won the Premier League. That's the ultimate prize. Oh gosh. You got me there. Hold on, let me think. Don't say it. Yeah. Let me go through the game first. Obviously Spurs. That's my favorite team to play against. And this game at the Bridge, I remember the goals. This is a shot outside the box with my right foot, curled around the goalkeeper. The second goal is with my head in the far right corner. And I think that was my best header as a goal. I didn't score that many with my head, but that was a very good goal. And my last one was with my left foot from the right side of the goal. So that was a perfect hat-trick, left foot, right foot, and a header. I actually didn't know that they existed until somebody said that to me, but I'll take it, and it's an iconic moment for me. But I'm still thinking of who this player is. And gosh, it is Frank Lampard. I can't get the goal in front of me. Later on in the box, Frankie.